Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Command AA, and this is your transfer video for Mats Hummels and Isco that are reported to coming to Chelsea. And yeah, it's quite interesting. Some big transfer stories regarding both of them. I'm going to be obviously reading you out what their agents have said, what the news outlets are reporting regarding those two players, and I'm going to be giving you my opinion after the, me reporting them. What I think. Do I think it's genuine? Do I think that it's possible? But before I do get into the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and comment down below your opinions and thoughts after I discuss regarding Mats Hummels and Isco. Obviously, I did another transfer window video, apologies, a few days ago. Obviously, I'll be doing it more consistently during the January transfer window when the window does officially open. But obviously, leading up to it, I'll be doing some transfer videos here and there when I hear some big stories. Obviously, the media is reporting it. Then I'm going to be discussing, reporting in my videos. Now, getting straight into the first story, and that's regarding Mats Hummels. Now, this story did break around yesterday, but it started to intensify today. Now, according to Bild, which is a German news publication, Mats Hummels' agent Mark Kosaik recently travelled to London and held initial talks with both Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur with a view to sealing a Premier League deal for his client. That is according to The Guardian, the Daily Mirror and the Daily Mail, those three, and a lot more other news outlets and sources have basically caught on to that as well. And it makes a lot of sense if you ask me. Obviously, Mats Hummels, he's basically been in and out of the Bayern Munich team. He's starting to age now. Bayern Munich have been doing great this season, so obviously morale's not very high. He's been, like I said, been in and out. He's very injury prone. So that's one of the negatives with Mats Hummels. Obviously, in his prime a few years ago, he was one of the best centre-backs in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. Him and Boateng were a complete rock in that Bayern Munich defence. However, recently, with him picking up a lot of injuries, him being in and out of the team, he hasn't been at his best and he hasn't been able to pick up form. And with Bayern Munich struggling this season, it's very possible that, Mats Hummels might be going to the Premier League. Now, it also makes financial sense coming to the Premier League. If he comes to a club like Chelsea, we pay higher agent fees compared to Bayern Munich. His agent is going to want more agent fees. Are going to satisfy his agent. Also, his client will be much happier. He'll most likely be playing in our first team at Chelsea. We're going to need, defensive reinforcements if we're going to be in the Champions League next season. So it makes sense on both parties. Now, with Tottenham being interested as well, it's quite interesting. Tottenham, they've got a very, very good defensive, defenders. I don't think they, specifically need him. But them being in the competition, they won't be able to pay as high wages as Chelsea, in my opinion. I think that we'll be able to match Mats Hummels and his agent's demands. Personally, I don't think Tottenham will be able to match it. Obviously, with Tottenham stadiums coming as well, I can't see really Tottenham spending too much. But with Chelsea, it's not going to be too expensive if I'm correct. He hasn't got too long left on his contract, so Bayern Munich haven't really got the power to basically demand as much money for him, fee for him. But I can definitely see this one happening. Like I said, we need defensive reinforcements. He's a world-class centre-back. Even though he is injury-prone and he is ageing slightly, he'd be a fantastic addition in my opinion. And it makes sense. His agent would want to come. Like I said, his agent will be financially satisfied. Or you could also, this could be ambiguous. You could also look at it this way, that, he's using these rumours and news outlets as a way to get a new contract at Bayern Munich, but I highly doubt so. Like I said, Bayern Munich have been doing poorly this season. He's been there for a few years, and a few years ago he did express his interest in the Premier League, and he did say once in an interview that he wants to play in the Premier League. So I do see this as genuine. I do believe that Mats Hummels will be leaving Bayern Munich. Whether he comes to Chelsea or Tottenham, that remains to be seen. However, I do think he'll be leaving, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes. But that's according to the Daily Mail, the Mirror and the Guardian. Now, the second story is regarding Isco from Real Madrid. Now, I've mentioned him in a couple of transfer windows videos. I keep saying the windows for fuck's sake, in the summertime, and also I did mention him 2 weeks ago. But like I said, the interest is intensifying. Chelsea set to bid £70 million for the Spaniards. Now, obviously, he's been, like I said, I reported this 2 weeks ago, that he's very unhappy at Real Madrid. Obviously, his camp, his agent, etc., they're not satisfied. Obviously, Ronaldo leaving in the summer, they thought Isco would get more playing time. That was the issue last year. We thought they would all settle down. However, this is not the case, obviously, with Julian Lopetegui being sacked. Their new manager, Solares, I can't really pronounce it. He's not getting along with Isco. Isco is not really getting into the team. He doesn't really like Isco for whatever reason. He doesn't prefer him. He's not getting in the team. He's not getting enough playing time. His lack of playing time is making Isco, pull a frustrated figure at Real Madrid. He's not happy at the training camp. His agent is not satisfied either. So I could definitely see Isco leaving Real Madrid. Depends if he comes to Chelsea. There are a lot of clubs interested. Manchester City are big admirers of Isco. They've been scouting him. Same with the likes of PSG. Obviously, Adrian Rabiot are going to be leaving PSG in the summer. So I can see PSG trying to go in for Isco. But Chelsea are also heavily linked. And I can also see this one happening. Obviously, Real Madrid wanting to create a good relationship. Obviously, they get this Kovacic for free on loan to take Courtois. They're going to also want to, try and lure Hazard in the summer. So they might want to give Isco. Although I do believe that Isco is not going to be nowhere near enough to be able to replace Hazard. But if we just sign Isco for 70 mil, personally, I think this would be beautiful. In my opinion, I definitely want this to happen. I know it's a lot of controversy among Chelsea fans, but in my opinion, Isco is basically Kovacic, but he can score goals. He has the end product. He's simply world class, and it's unfortunate for him that he's not been able to get into that Real Madrid team. Obviously, when he was playing last week, he was booed by the Real Madrid fans at the Bernabeu, so he's unsatisfied. He's not happy whatsoever, and I can definitely see him leaving in the summer, whether it's the summer or January transfer window. I really hope that we try and bid him. Obviously, Isco is not the priority. A striker is more of a priority, / wingers as well, and you could argue defensive reinforcements. But Isco would be a fantastic addition, world-class player, and I think he would suit well in that number 8. Him alongside Kante, Jorginho, who likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek as backup. However, if we do sign Isco, either one of Barkley, Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Kovacic will have to leave. You cannot have that many midfielders. One of them will have to leave, so that'll be interesting to see if we did ever try and sign Isco, who would be leaving out of those 4. But like I said, I would love Isco. Could I see this one happening? Yes, I could. But it's very optimistic. It's going to cost a lot of 70 mil. Are we going to cough up the fee? And secondly, is Isco one going to come to us? Obviously, like I said, a lot of clubs are interested, like Man City and PSG. And also we have to see what the situation plans out. Obviously, things can change. Football changes all the time. Isco could then suddenly wake up and be happy. Real Madrid might get a new manager who prefers Isco, and therefore Isco will not leave. So it's going to be interesting. We'll have to monitor the situation till the end of the season. But we're going to have to wait and see on that one. Now, the last but not least of the transfer window. Oh, fuck's sake. Transfer video. The third part is regarding Andreas Christensen. Now, there's a lot of interest from Barcelona to sign him or basically get him on loan with an option to buy in the January transfer window. Now, Chelsea have come out and said that he's not going to be going anywhere in January, and I think this is a fantastic decision. Now, obviously, we're still in a lot of competitions, and obviously we need centre-back reinforcements. Obviously, if we do give Christensen to Barcelona, we're going to have to go out and get a centre-back. It's better if we keep Christensen. He's a youth product. He's homegrown, so he fills a homegrown quota. He was fantastic last season, and he has a lot of potential. It's been unfortunate for him this season. He has been getting a lack of playing time. Sarri has preferred David Luiz over Andreas Christensen. But obviously he played last night against Bournemouth. I thought it was quite fantastic. He played really well. It's a shame that he basically pulled his hamstring right at the end. But personally, I wouldn't want Andreas Christensen gone, and it's good that the club are on the same board as the fans. They don't want Andreas Christensen to go either, and definitely, most certainly, we don't want an option to buy. Christensen is one for the future. Despite his lack of playing time, he's still very young. He still can develop with more training time, more game time. Hopefully, with the more time that Sarri's here, he can utilise Christensen more, and hopefully he can slowly move his way back into the first team. Obviously, with David Luiz ageing as well, it's going to make sense. But luckily, Chelsea have come out and said that the Barcelona interest, despite them being very interested in Christensen's services, he will not be leaving in January, and hopefully we can try and keep him this summer. Obviously, his father is not satisfied with lack of playing time at Chelsea, but hopefully we can agree on that. Hopefully, throughout the next few games, he won't be just playing in these Europa League games or these cup games. Obviously, he wants to be playing week in, week out. You look at Man City, Pep Guardiola, you look at their squad, they've got so much quality, but he keeps rotating. And that's why by doing that, all the players are satisfied, the players are tactically up to speed. And by doing what we did last night, getting some of the squad players in the first 11, getting them tactically up to speed, I think that's what we should be doing with Christensen, introducing in some of the Premier League games, getting him tactically up to speed so he's ready if he's ever called upon to play for the first team. I think it makes perfect sense if you ask me. Obviously, Sarri's just coming to Chelsea, so he's trying to work out his best 11, and hopefully after Christmas, with a lot of fixture congestion, he'll somehow find his way into the first 11. But that is going to wrap up pretty much most of the transfer stories. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And make sure you check out my social media links, which will be in the description, my Twitter, my Instagram, etc. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.